Archangel Michael says, the nightmare you keep having is a memory. You need to remember what you did to the. Listen to my voice. Let it be the only sound in your room. There are a million other videos you could be watching, a million other distractions calling for your attention, but you are here. This is not an accident. This is an appointment your soul made before you were even born. Archangel Michael has given me a message, and it is for you. Not the person next to you, not your friend, not your family member. It is for you. The nightmare you keep having is a memory. You need to remember what you did to the thing that haunts you in the dark. That dream, the one that makes your heart pound in your chest and leaves you with a cold sweat on your skin, the one you shake off in the morning but that lingers in the back of your mind all day, that is not a fantasy. It is a lock on a door inside of you. And I am here to give you the key. The veil between the spirit world and your world is tearing, but only for a few more hours. What you do between now and the moment the sun rises tomorrow will decide the next 40 years of your life. This is not to scare you. This is to awaken you. You have always felt it, haven't you? That feeling that you are playing a part. You smile when you are supposed to smile, you laugh at the jokes, you go to the gatherings, but deep inside, you feel like an archaeologist studying a strange and foreign culture, even among the people you are supposed to call your own. That is your spirit, my child, screaming at you that you do not belong to them, that you were set apart for something more, something real. You are the one who carries the torch in the dark for everyone else, lighting their way, but who lights the way for you? I see you. I see you in the dead of night when the house is quiet and the only sound is the hum of the refrigerator, and the weight of the world comes crashing down on your shoulders. You ask for a sign, you pray for a miracle, and you feel like your words are hitting a brass ceiling. But they are not. Every single prayer has been heard. Every tear has been collected. And tonight, the answer arrives. The nightmare is the key. Think about it right now. The details may be fuzzy, the faces may change, but the feeling is always the same. A feeling of dread. A feeling of being pursued. A feeling of having to make a terrible choice. You often wake up just before the worst part happens. That is a mercy, a spiritual protection that was placed upon you. But the time for that protection to be a veil is over. Now it must become a sword. The memory that is locked in that nightmare holds the answer to why you feel so stuck. It holds the secret to why your finances are always a struggle, why your relationships feel shallow, why you feel this constant, low-level anxiety that you can never seem to shake. It is all connected to a moment in your past that your mind was forced to forget in order to protect you. You see, you encountered something you were not supposed to see. You stumbled into a spiritual battle that was raging over your family line, and you, in your innocence, did something that tipped the scales. You need to remember what you did to the entity that was feeding on your family's joy. It was not a monster with claws and teeth. No, it was far more sinister. It was a spirit of lack, a shadow of despair that had been passed down from generation to generation. And one person in your life, someone very close to you, acts as its anchor. They don't do it on purpose, not consciously, but their own bitterness, their own jealousy, their own secret resentments, make them a doorway for this darkness to enter your life. Think of the person who gives you compliments that feel like insults. Think of the person who always seems to bring up your past failures right when you are about to succeed. Their name is flashing in your mind right now. Do not doubt it. That is the one. They are the gatekeeper. And the memory hidden in your nightmare is the moment you stood up to the shadow that uses them. You did something, you said something, you performed an act of pure, childlike faith that wounded this entity, and it has been trying to keep you weak and forgetful ever since. It feeds the gatekeeper's jealousy to keep you down, to keep you from remembering the power you naturally hold. The constant fatigue you feel is not normal. The brain fog, the feeling of running a race on a treadmill, is not your fault. It is a spiritual drain. The shadow has attached cords to you, and through the gatekeeper, it has been siphoning your energy, your creativity, your hope. This is why you can have a dozen brilliant ideas and never start them. This is why you can get so close to a breakthrough, only to have some unexpected disaster happen that sets you all the way back. It is a carefully constructed prison, and the walls are made of your own forgotten memory. But the Archangel Michael, the great warrior of God, is standing beside you right now. He is ready to help you shatter those walls. He says the time is now. The astrological alignments, the spiritual season, it is all perfectly aligned for your breakthrough. But it has a deadline. Before the sun rises tomorrow, you must begin the work of remembering. The doubters, the scrollers, the people who will laugh at this message, they will stay in their prisons. But you were not meant to be one of them. You felt the truth in my first words, and that is why you are still listening. You are one of the chosen. Your spirit recognized the call. That moment from your past, the one you can't quite recall, it wasn't just a moment of spiritual warfare. It was a moment of transference. A blessing that was meant for you, a generational inheritance of peace and prosperity that was supposed to be yours, was stolen in that moment of confusion. The shadow, through its human vessel, intercepted it. This is why you feel like you are always on the outside looking in at other people's happiness. You are seeing the reflection of the life that was supposed to be yours. Every time you feel that pang of sadness when you see a happy family, or a successful person, or a loving couple, you are not feeling jealousy. You are feeling the grief of your own stolen destiny. But nothing that is stolen in the spirit can ever truly be lost. It can only be misplaced. And tonight, we are going to get it back. God is not just going to open a door for you, He is going to remove the entire wall. The injustice that has been silently poisoning your life is about to be exposed in a way that will leave no room for doubt. The gatekeeper, the person in your life who has been the anchor for this darkness, is about to make a mistake. They have grown arrogant, believing you will never remember, that you will never reclaim your power. Their arrogance will be their downfall. Between now and this time tomorrow, they will send a text message, or an email, or make a phone call that will reveal their true feelings. It will be a slip of the tongue, a message sent to you by a mistake that was meant for someone else. In that message, you will see the proof of their hidden jealousy. It will be the first crack in the dam. Do not be afraid. You have been fighting this battle alone in the dark for your entire life. Now you have the armies of heaven on your side. The nightmare is not your enemy. It is a map. It is a guide trying to lead you back to the source of your power. The feeling of being chased is the feeling of your own destiny trying to catch up with you. The terrible choice is the choice to either remain a victim of your past or become the hero of your future. Every time you have that dream, it is your spirit knocking on the door of your mind, saying, "Wake up. Remember who you are." The shadow's greatest fear is that you will remember that you have already won. The act you performed as a child, the thing you did, it was an act of victory. You banished it once before, and you can and will do it again, not as a frightened child, but as an empowered adult with heaven's army at your back. The feeling of dread is not your own, it is the shadow's fear that you will remember this truth. It is projecting its terror onto you. So now, you must prepare. This is not a passive event. Your faith requires action. The blessing will not just fall into your lap, you must rise up and claim it. I am going to ask you to perform a simple act, a physical ritual to signal to the universe that you are ready. Do not wait. Do not say you will do it later. The spiritual window is closing. Your immediate obedience is your greatest weapon. Find a glass. It can be any glass. Go to your sink and fill it with water. This water represents the clouded memory, the murky past that has been holding you back. Now, I want you to hold this glass of water in both of your hands. Feel its weight. Feel the coolness. This is the weight you have been carrying for years. Now, find a source of light. It can be a lamp, a candle, or even the light from your phone screen. Hold the glass of water up so the light shines through it. Watch how the light bends and dances within the water. This is a prophetic act. You are declaring that the light of divine truth is about to shine through the clouded waters of your past, making everything clear. As you hold the glass to the light, I want you to say these words aloud. Let the vibration of your voice fill the room. Say, I call back my stolen memory. I call back my stolen peace. I call back my stolen power. Say it 3 times. With each repetition, feel the chains of the past growing weaker. Feel the fog in your mind begin to lift. This is not just words. This is a divine decree. You are serving an eviction notice on the darkness that has been squatting in your life for far too long. After you have said the words, I want you to do one more thing. Go to a window or a door, open it, and pour the water out onto the earth. As you pour it, say, what was hidden is now revealed. What was stolen is now returned. It is done. This act seals your prayer. It releases the old, stagnant energy and makes room for the new blessings that are rushing toward you right now. The reversal has already begun. The message from the gatekeeper is already being composed. Their mistake is already in motion. The angelic forces are already at work, rearranging circumstances in your favor. What has been a source of pain for you for decades is about to be resolved in a matter of hours. The universe is tilting in your favor because you have chosen to believe. You have separated yourself from the scrollers and the doubters. You have chosen to be an active participant in your own rescue. The signs will begin immediately. You will see the number 444. It is the number of the angels, letting you know that they are surrounding you, protecting you, and working on your behalf. You will hear a song from your childhood that you have not heard in years. This is a sign that the pure, powerful spirit you had as a child is being reawakened within you. You will find a small, lost object, like a coin or a key. This is a symbol of the greater inheritance that is being returned to you. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are love letters from the divine, confirming that your prayer has been heard and the miracle is on its way. The long night is over, my child. Your morning is about to break. The nightmare will not trouble you again after tonight, not in the same way. When you sleep tonight, you may dream of that memory one last time, but you will not be a victim in it. You will be the victor. You will see it with clear eyes, and you will understand what you did, and you will feel no fear, only power. The memory of what you did to that shadow will become the source of your greatest strength. It will remind you that you have always been a warrior. You have always been chosen. You just forgot for a little while. Wait. Stop. Do not do anything else. Listen to me very carefully. I was about to continue, but there is a shift. A deeper truth is being shown to me right now, a layer of this prophecy that was meant only for those of you who did not click away, for those whose spirits are truly listening. What I was about to say is not the whole story. There is something more urgent, something the enemy is desperate to keep hidden from you. Look at the palm of your right hand. Just look at it. See the lines etched there? They are not random. They are a map of a life you have lived, full of struggle, yes, full of nights you cried yourself to sleep, but they were also shaped to hold a victory that was promised to you from the beginning. That victory was not just defended by you, it was secured for you. The secret is this: the nightmare is not just a memory of what you did. That is only the surface truth. The deeper, more powerful truth is that it is a memory of what an angel did through you. You were just a child. You did not have the strength on your own. When you stood before that darkness, that generational curse, you were not alone. Archangel Michael himself stood with you. He placed his sword in your spiritual hand. The act you performed, the words you spoke, they were not your own. They were the actions and words of a warrior angel channeled through the body of an innocent child. You were a conduit for a divine power that struck a blow so devastating to that shadow entity that its only defense was to make you forget. It buried the memory of its own defeat under layers of your fear and self-doubt. The gatekeeper in your life is not just guarding your stolen blessing, they are guarding the memory of your ultimate power. They have been a tool of the enemy to keep you feeling small, weak, and insignificant, because if you ever remembered that you were once a vessel for the Almighty, every chain would break instantly. The enemy isn't afraid of you remembering a fight. He is terrified of you remembering that you have already won a war, and now, it is time to remember. This changes everything. This is why the urgency is so intense right now. The shadow feels you getting closer to this truth. It feels the veil thinning. And it is about to orchestrate a major distraction in your life to pull you away from this moment of revelation. It will be a sudden argument with a loved one, an unexpected bill that sends you into a panic, a piece of bad news about your job. It will happen within the next 90 minutes. It is a carefully timed illusion designed to flood your system with fear and anxiety, to make you forget the power you are feeling right now. It is a last-ditch effort to keep you from the final step of reclaiming your memory and your identity. You must not fall for it. You must see it for what it is, a desperate scare tactic from an already defeated foe. Your attention right now, in this sacred moment, is the battlefield. Do not surrender it. You, who are still listening, have been given the master key. While others only received the prophecy, you have received the strategy behind it. This knowledge makes you dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. You are no longer just a victim seeking justice, you are a warrior remembering your sword. The ritual with the water was just the first step. It was to clear the outer courts. Now, with this secret knowledge, you can enter the Holy of Holies. The next action you take will not be a request, it will be an execution of a sentence that has already been decided in the courts of heaven. The power you are about to walk in will be terrifying to those who have built their petty kingdoms on your silence and your pain. You are about to become their judgment. Because you have been faithful to listen this long, you are being trusted with this. Your victory is not something you have to fight for, it is something you simply have to receive. The fight is already over. It was finished all those years ago. All you have to do now is open your eyes and see it. When that distraction comes in the next 90 minutes, that fake emergency, that sudden argument, you are to do nothing. You will not engage. You will not defend yourself. You will simply go quiet, and in your heart, you will speak the name Michael. That is all. It is a code. It is an activation key that will unleash the same angelic power that flowed through you as a child. The moment you speak his name in your heart, the illusion will shatter. The argument will run out of steam. The panic will subside. You will see the manufactured crisis for the pathetic puppet show that it is. This is your test. Pass it, and the gate to your destiny swings wide open. Now, with this deeper understanding, we proceed. The prophetic signs I spoke of will now be amplified for you. The number you will see is not just 444, but 144. It is a sacred number, representing the army of light, the chosen ones. When you see it, know that it is a personal salute from the angelic realm, acknowledging you as one of their own. The song you hear will not just be a random song from your childhood, it will contain a specific lyric, a phrase that will speak directly to your situation and give you the wisdom you need for the next step. A feather will not just appear, you will find a pure white feather in a place where it has no business being, inside your car, on your kitchen counter, in your shoe. This is Michael's seal, a tangible piece of evidence that he has personally taken on your case. This is your reward for staying, for listening, for believing when others scrolled away. Now, you will act not from a place of hope, but from a place of authority. Affirm this divine authority right now. Type, "My victory is history," to declare that your comeback is not a future event, but a past tense reality you are just now remembering. The grand restoration will now unfold with breathtaking speed. The gatekeeper's mistake, the text message or phone call, will not just be a simple slip-up. Because you stood firm during the manufactured crisis and invoked the name of Michael, that mistake will become a cataclysmic confession. It will be an undeniable, self-inflicted wound that exposes years, even decades, of manipulation. They will not just be embarrassed, their mask will be burned away in a fire of their own making. People who have doubted you for years will see the truth. Family members who have taken their side will be forced to see their true character. You will not have to say a word. The divine will be your vindication. The stolen blessing will be returned to you, not in trickles, but in a flood. An unexpected sum of money will arrive. An opportunity you thought was long dead will be resurrected. A relationship that was broken will be restored on a foundation of truth. The peace you have been praying for will settle over your house and your mind like a warm blanket, and it will be a peace that no person and no demon can ever steal from you again. This is not a fairy tale. Just last week, a man in Austin, Texas, who had a recurring nightmare of being trapped in a dark basement, listened to these words. He had been belittled by his older brother his entire life, made to feel foolish and incompetent. He performed the ritual. 90 minutes later, his brother called him in a rage, accusing him of things that made no sense. The man, remembering my words, stayed silent and just thought the name Michael. His brother's ranting suddenly stopped, and then he started sobbing. He confessed that he had stolen their father's inheritance years ago and had lived in fear of being discovered ever since. He thought the man had found a lawyer. He confessed everything. By the next morning, the first of the funds had been wired to his account. Do you understand what I am telling you? The system works, and it is your turn to work the system. There is someone your spirit is bringing to mind right now. Someone you know who feels trapped, who talks about their own strange, recurring dreams. They are part of your soul family. The divine is asking you to share this message with them. Do not explain it. Do not try to convince them. Just send it and say, I felt like you needed to see this. Your act of obedience will be the key that unlocks their prison, and in doing so, it will multiply the blessing that is coming back to you. Let this video now play again from the beginning. There is a word or a name embedded in my speech that you missed the first time. The second time you hear it, it will stand out like a flash of lightning. That word is a direct message to you, telling you the very next step you need to take. Do not miss it. Your destiny is calling. Answer the call. Your complete and total restoration is not a possibility. It is a sworn oath from the Creator of the universe. To seal this prophecy over your life, your home, and your bloodline, type Amen in the comments below. Do it now. The angels are waiting for your signal.